Hello, class. Well, last writing time we talked about, we read the book Red, and we wrote about our voice and what we needed to have in our voice. So today we're going to talk about revising, and we're going to revise the writings that we had. Does anybody know what revising means?
I think it means to make your writing better.
Oh, that's right. That's very, very good. Revising does mean to improve your writing. So, because you guys might have forgotten the book Red, we're going to reread the book, and then we'll go back to our writings and revise it after we have refreshed our minds about what we wrote about. So, Red, a crayon story. All right. He was red, but he wasn't very good at it. Oh dear. His teacher thought he needed more practice. I'll draw a red strawberry, then you draw a red strawberry. You can do this. Really? But he couldn't really. Like this? Oh my, let's try again. His mother thought he needed to mix with other colors. Why don't you two go out and draw a nice round orange? A really big one, said the yellow crayon. A really orange one, said the red. But they made one big greenish one. Yuck! Oops. His grandparents thought he wasn't warm enough. Your class is making self-portraits for Parents' Night. Wear this warm scarf. Nice! It's so you. But it wasn't. Oh dear me. Everyone seemed to have something to say. Sometimes I wonder if he's really red at all. Don't be silly. It says red on his label. He came that way from the factory. Frankly, I don't think he is very bright. Well, I think he's lazy. Right, he's got to press harder. Really apply himself. Give him time and he'll catch on. Of course he will. What did this make you feel like?
I feel like they were judging him and not being very nice.
And he really isn't red, is he?
No, he isn't. He's blue.
But he didn't catch on. Green drew a green frog. Black drew a black sheep. Brown drew a brown cow. And red, what did he draw?
He drew a blue ant. Ants aren't blue.
All of the art supplies wanted to help. The masking tape thought he was broken inside. This will hold you together. The scissors thought the label was too tight. One snip should do it. I thought he wasn't sharp enough. Stay still now. When people are trying to change how you are, how does that make you feel?
Sad and feel like I'm not good or dressed well.
Maybe these are some of the feelings that you could go back and revise in your writings after when we have writing time. But even with all our help and all of his hard work, he just couldn't get the hang of it. Does it look like he's sad in this picture?
Yeah, I think he ran away.
One day he met a new friend. Will you make a blue ocean for my boat? I can't. I'm red. Will you try? So he did. Thank you. It's perfect. You're welcome. It was easy. And he didn't stop there. Blue bells, blue jeans, blue birds, blueberries, blue whales. I'm blue. And he was red. Or wasn't. And he was blue. And everyone was talking about it. My son is brilliant. Who could have known he was blue? I always said he was blue. It was obvious. His blue ocean really lifted me. All of his work made me happy. His blue strawberries are my favorite. I'm going to make a green lizard with him, a really big one. He's so intense. I hear he's working on a huge new project. He's really reaching for the sky. And he really was. At the end, how did you feel when he realized that he was blue?
I felt really happy that he found out who he really was, and everyone was happy for him.
That was very good. Alright, so last time I wrote about the time I felt left out in recess. So, I'm going to revise this writing. And how am I going to do this? I'm going to be revised by improving my writing. Because even when you write something the first time, sometimes you forget some details that you needed to add. And in this revising, I'm going to create the readers to really hear my voice. So, here are some revising tools that I'm going to add. So, if something needs to be capitalized, I'm going to put these 3 lines under it. And if I need to add words or a phrase, I'm going to add this little caret. Alright, what's something that you guys have noticed about this writing? I'm going to read it, and then raise your hand when you have something that I could improve on in my writing. I felt left out in recess. I had no fun. There was no one who would play with me. I was very sad. What could I add or change to make it better?
Well,
Yes.
I think the I is supposed to be capitalized.
Yeah. It's at the beginning of a sentence, so it needs to be capitalized. So it needs to be a big I.
Yeah.
What else could be added?
Maybe some details about the playground where recess was.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to add right here that I really felt left out in recess because no one would play on the swings with me. That's something that I could add more detail about. That way you know why I really felt left out in recess. I had no fun. I think that I could add, I had no fun because my friends went to play soccer instead. What else could I add to this to make it better?
I think you can add what he was doing outside, even if he was alone. So
I could add a sentence after I was very sad.
yeah.
And I could go, so I sat on the seesaw by myself. Okay, now I'm going to read the revised version. I felt left out in recess because no one would play on the swings with me. I had no fun because my friends went and played soccer instead. There was no one who would play with me. I was very sad. So I sat on the seesaw by myself. I could add that I decided to play soccer with my friends. I was happy again. Alright, so I felt left out in recess because no one would play on the swing with me. I had no fun because my friends went and played soccer instead. There was no one who would play with me. I was very sad. So I sat on the seesaw by myself. I decided to play soccer with my friends and had so much fun. I was happy again. How does this compare to the first thing that I had written?
It has like more stuff, like more details. And you finished it like I was happy again, like that was your ending.
I think this has more details, but I also fixed some grammar mistakes and really made this writing a lot better. So you guys now can go to your writing stations. So everyone that's favorite ice cream is chocolate, go back and go to your writing stations and revise your writing. Everyone whose favorite ice cream is vanilla,
Ooh,
go to your writing station.
love vanilla.
And everyone whose favorite ice cream is sherbet, go to your writing stations. And lastly, anyone else who hasn't gone up yet, now go to your writing stations. And let's remember to revise our work to make it filled with more detail and so that it has, that your reader can really hear your voice that you're trying to put across. All right, thank you.